Good afternoon. I am going to explain about Bioindicators Honeybees by Camilo Garzón and Nicole Cárdenas. Honeybees, the Apinid tribe only contains the genus Apis, which includes 11 species of bees distributed in the Palearctic region, north and south of Norway, and the maritime Pacific province of Russia, and the entire African and Eastern region. The genus Apis is primarily tropical and was restricted to the regions where the species Apis mellifera is currently found in practically the entire world, since it was being introduced in most countries due to its economic importance. And the bees are commonly called honey or domesticated bees. They are eusocial bees that have been domesticated to produce honey and other products of the hive. Due to its wide geographic distribution, its life cycle, which is particularly well known and relatively short, and because it's highly sensitive to many insecticides, the mellifera is widely used as a model organism in toxicity studies, for example, of pesticides. Why are they bioindicators species? Honeybees are easy to breed and handle. This point is crucial when it is intended to use them as bioindicators of pollutants or insecticides. They also have important morphological, ecological, and behavioral characteristics, and due to their beekeeping activity, they ensure an unlimited supply of data. And it is important to note that these bees collect pollutants when they obtain resources from flowers and therefore are efficient sample collects that can be used to detect organic and inorganic chemical in the environment. In this context, bees and their products, honey, wax, pollen, can be used depending on the physical chemical properties of the pollutants and the object of the study.
Honeybees commonly forage in an area of 1.5 kilometers around their hive and exceptionally up to 10 to 12 kilometers, depending on their need for food and its availability. During the college phase, they randomly obtain samples from the environment. The bees collect nectar, pollen, resins, and water. They also collect powders of various origins in the silks of the body. In this way, they are used as a bioindicator or sentinel species for the detection of environmental contamination. How to use them as bioindicators? They will be used to monitor environmental contamination by heavy metals in Medellin, where they commonly live pesticides in rural areas and the presence of radionuclides in the environment. Thus, bees act as a detector of environmental contamination in two ways. Shock mortality rates outside the colonies and by the presence of toxic molecules in residues in honey, pollen, and larvae, including also the presence of heavy metal, fungicides, and herbicides. Monitoring with bees also contributes to the declaration of ecological impact, impacts known as environmental health mapping, which includes data on mortality rates as well as the type and level of risks of molecules detected in the environment. Advantages of using bees as bioindicators. It can be said that the evaluation of the environmental of or conservation health of natural areas requires the use of different big taxa as bioindicators, and that is evaluation includes ecological interaction, mutual limbs, competition, predation, and parasitism, and ecological process, pollination, seed dispersal, and nutrient recycling. They above added to the use of honeybees and some native social bees such as meliponines and bumblebees allow a considerable number of bioindicator species that when used will provide valuable information on environment problems, will allow establishing strategies for the better management of agrochemicals and control of pollution emission for the benefit of the quality of life in the country and the sustainable management of natural resources. No will life if it did not to serve others, being on one lap progress.